Street Fighter 6 is going to be one of the biggest fighting game releases of 2023, and I'm really happy I was able to play the beta. I really enjoyed my time with it, and I want to talk about my experience, specifically the things that I noticed about the game coming from the perspective of a primarily anime fighting games player. Let's jump right into it. First, the netcode is phenomenal. Unlike Street Fighter V, East Coast to West Coast connection feels pretty good, and I haven't seen any crazy rollback moments during my time with the beta. If you've played Street Fighter V, you know that online matches can be pretty hit or miss. I think out of the 15 or so hours I was able to play while I was streaming, I only had one match that was noticeably laggy. I'm really happy that modern fighting games have great netcode now. I started learning this genre from a time when major fighting game releases were still using delay-based netcode. It feels awesome that proper rollback implementation is the standard moving forward, and just like Guilty Gear Strive, I think that we're going to see a lot more really strong players because online practice is going to help a lot more people improve and develop. The second thing I noticed is that experience in Street Fighter V is going to be pretty transferable to this game. I played Street Fighter V from Seasons 1 to 2, and the pacing and feel of the game seems pretty familiar. How fast characters walk and how you generally want to space yourself feels like how you would do it in Street Fighter V. To put it in perspective, I played Guile and didn't use training mode outside of maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Just doing what I remembered from Street Fighter V and learning more as I played was good enough for me to rank up from Silver to Platinum. The Street Fighter fundamentals you learn in previous games are going to be transferable here too. I was losing a lot on stream from the extra day Lukewarm lent me the game, but Brutus, a top Street Fighter V Zangief player from Canada, gave me some really great beginner tips about how to use Guile's light sonic booms to bait jumps and when to use his normals. I played off stream and was quickly able to rank up to 2-star Platinum after doing what he taught me. So these old Street Fighter fundamentals are definitely going to be super important in Street Fighter 6. I also noticed that while drive impact is going to be really annoying in the beginning of the game, I think the parry is going to be what shakes up the neutral as the game develops. Drive impact is a forward advancing move with 2 hits of armor that is essentially unblockable in the corner. The reward is also pretty high if it counter hits or crumples you against the wall. It's something you definitely have to look for, but it's pretty slow, and near the end of the beta, I was playing against players who would counter your drive impact with their own drive impact on reaction pretty consistently. As a zoner player who is looking to play Dhalsim, parry is what scares me the most. There are clips showing how perfect parry on a projectile leads to a huge punish, and once the game releases, people are going to make sure to practice a lot more to make that consistent. The advice Brutus gave me to do light sonic boom into light sonic boom to bait jumps, that strategy is a lot more dangerous if a perfect parry on the second boom leads to a big punish. I'm definitely interested in how parry is going to be used as the game develops and players get better, but also very scared if I'm going to be honest. Fourth, I think Street Fighter 6 is going to get a lot of people into fighting games. I didn't mess around with training mode, but I saw a lot on Twitter showing the preset recordings that good players also use to improve their muscle memory and reactions, such as anti-airing jumps. There's also one for dealing with drive impact. These features are going to be huge for getting people to understand and learn how to play fighting games, and I expect a lot more new players to really get into the genre from Street Fighter 6. Finally, I love the social hub and all the features in the lobby. I was skeptical hearing about the World Hub mode because I didn't think the fake arcade cabinet lobbies were implemented very well in Guilty Gear Strive. In Street Fighter 6, you can actually see the chat box easily. There's a bunch of fun emotes and clothing options, you can take selfies with your avatar, and there's an in-game public tournament server. One of the things I feel is missing in Strive are features promoting an actual social community, and I think Street Fighter 6 absolutely nails this aspect. Overall, I'm really impressed with the beta in the game. I definitely hope the next beta is an open beta with more characters, especially Dhalsim. How did you like Street Fighter 6? If you were able to get into the beta, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to let me know in the comments below. You can also talk about it whenever I'm live on Twitch every week. The schedule is in my Twitter and the links are in the description. This is Remi, signing off.